All right, all right, all right. It looks like we are live. Welcome back to another BriHive Live. What is going on? How is everyone's week going? We are at Tuesday already. I feel like the week is going by super quickly. Today, we have some new cases on the docket. We have Kelly Clarkson suing her ex-husband for basically stealing her money. But not only that, her husband actually sued her first, or her ex-husband actually sued her first, but we don't have that complaint. We're only going to go through her lawsuit against him. And we also have Wendy Williams, not necessarily her, but her guardian, who has conservatorship over her, basically, is suing on her behalf, Lifetime, for making a documentary without getting the guardian's approval and with not knowing, since Wendy Williams is incapacitated financially due to that Wells Fargo lawsuit, they couldn't really ask her to participate in such a documentary because it has to do with finances. They would have needed to get approval from the guardian, and the guardian saying they did not get that approval. So we're going to jump right into those cases. If you are watching live, go ahead and drop in the chat. Let us know that you are here live. I feel like my mic sounds a little funny. Let me know if I sound funny to y'all. But yes, we're going to jump right into those cases. We'll get a little bit more detail. This is a live reaction. As you know, we are trying to move this live stream up earlier, and today was the first day that I actually went to work and then started the live stream, or tried to start the live stream at 6:30 with coming home, eating dinner and all of the things. And then also my sister came over. So it was a bunch of things. Hopefully we will get a little better at starting at 6:30, but nonetheless, here we are. Like I said, if you are here live, let us know in the chat that you're watching live. If you're watching on the replay, let us know in the comments that you are watching on the replay. And shout out to the BriHive, because I picked cases. You saw the three options. It was Wendy Williams, it was Kelly, what's her name now? Kelly Clarkson, and then a Kanye West lawsuit. And I was actually going to go with the Wendy Williams and the Kanye West lawsuits because they were newer, but a lot of people actually wanted to hear about Kelly Clarkson. Unfortunately, we're not going to do a super big deep dive into it because I didn't get all the complaints for the husband filing or ex-husband filing a motion and then Kelly filing the motion. We only have Kelly's motion, so we're going to go over that. And I was really surprised because this came out like last week. So I was shocked that so many people wanted to hear the case still. So here we are covering Kelly Clarkson and then the Wendy Williams case. Y'all did not want to hear about Kanye West. And if you voted in the poll and you didn't pick Kanye West, I know a lot of people were just here for the vibes. But if you didn't pick Kanye West, can you please let me know why? I thought that was an interesting case to kind of take a peek at. But you know, I'm not complaining. Let me know why y'all did not pick Kanye West. Anyways, let's go ahead and say hi to our friend Bossy B. And let's get started in the chat. We got Kayla Eloisa, member of the channel. Hello and welcome into the live stream. Saying hi, everyone. Hello. Welcome back into the live stream. And y'all, if you missed it, I think I posted it just on the regular tab, but I meant to post it in the membership tab. We are planning our members live stream. So if you're not a member and you do want to become a part of the membership for the channel so that you can join the live stream, we are voting right now which day we are going to do the members live stream. It's leaning towards March 23rd, Saturday, March 23rd. So if you don't agree with that date, go ahead and make sure you put your vote in. I believe, I want to say it's in the membership tab, but maybe it's not, because it's popping up on the regular tab for me. Remember, live stream, you get to come on stage, chat, let us know what you're thinking. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I would love to see, I cannot talk today. I would love to see the members joining us live on the live stream so that we can all get to put a face to the chat names and have a good time. I'm actually thinking about talking about, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there was a documentary that came out on Nickelodeon, or not, it's not on Nickelodeon, but about Nickelodeon. It's called Quiet on the Set. Binged watched that yesterday. And it was a really good show. So let me know in the chat if you guys have watched that. I know I just got like super off topic, but let me know if you guys watch Quiet on the Set. Okay, let me see here. We got Sarah saying hello, and welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you here tonight. Danette Shipley saying hello, chat friends. Hello, and welcome back to the live stream. Nice to have you here tonight. We got Just Me MD saying buzzing in and sending love from the East Coast. I love to hear it. Welcome back into the live stream. Y'all, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. I did see when we started the live stream, we were already at 7 likes, and now we are at 18 likes with 21 people watching live. So if you have not hit the like button, please do. It does help us out, and the algorithm helps us get more friends in the live streams and help people find the live stream even after we're done on the live stream. And believe it or not, some people like to watch the replay too. So make sure you hit the like button. I know we can get to 50 likes this live stream. That will be our like goal. Now, I will tell y'all, I did not work on our like graphic. I did not work on that this weekend because he left, so I was spending time with him, so I did not have time to work on that, but I would try to get that done maybe this weekend. Since now hubby's not here, I have more time to get things done, so hopefully I can work on that and get us a graphic for the like goal. But the like goal for the stream will be 50 likes for the live stream. I think we can do it. If you haven't hit the like button, please do, so that we can reach our goal. We have Tanya D, also known as Destined to Be Newly, says hi to the BriHive, out running errands, but stop by to hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Tanya D is a moderator and member of the channel. We always appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully you'll be able to join later on. We have Mary Malarkey, another moderator of the channel, saying hello, Bri mods and everyone. Hello and welcome back into the live stream. Nice to see you tonight. We got Kristen Nefer saying hello. I think I'm getting better at that name. Welcome back to the live stream. Nice to have you here tonight. Just Me MD says, wait, The Guardian was in the documentary? No, The Guardian was not in the documentary. The Guardian was supposed to help approve any financial decisions that Wendy participated in, and they did not get her approval with Wendy being in the documentary. Let me know if y'all actually watched the Wendy Williams documentary. I did not watch it. I heard about it, but for whatever reason, maybe it didn't pop up on my TikTok enough, because that's the only reason why I watched Quiet on the Set, because I didn't even know that was coming out. But Wendy Williams documentary, I did not watch. So let me know in the chat if y'all watched the Wendy Williams documentary too. Tanya D says, I am listening though. No problem. Love to have you here. Just Me MD saying hi to everyone. Lynn Tate says, hi from Ontario, Canada. Hello and welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you here tonight. Kimmy Locker, our member, moderator, consultant, paralegal of the channel, backstage and in the chat. Welcome back to the live stream. Let me tell y'all, y'all have to thank Kimmy. Like, seriously, thank Kimmy. I thought I lost her today. I texted her in the morning. I was like, we need these documents. And then she didn't respond to me. And she normally does respond to me pretty quickly. So I was like, oh, dang, maybe she's not feeling well. So let me go ahead and try to find the documents. Y'all, tell me why I had the hardest time pulling these documents. I was able to find one document, but couldn't download it. It was just a mess. And then the other one, I just couldn't. I like lined into the county website or the state court website, tried searching the name, created a new password, all kinds of stuff. And I could not get this freaking document. But you know who got the documents? Kimmy got the documents. Kimmy had less time to get these documents than I did, and she still found them. So I'm telling y'all, thank Kimmy in the chat section. Hope that there wasn't like an emergency and that she's doing okay. But let me tell y'all, I appreciate Kimmy so much. And I just want y'all all to say thank you to Kimmy, because without her, we would not have documents today. We were about to be reading off a Scribe because I could not get the document. And they got smart. They got smart over on Scribe, because I used to just, they would be like, download it. And if you just press the print button, it would just give it to you and you can print it as a PDF. But no, they got smart on their website, and you can't take their documents without paying anymore. But yeah, again, shout out to Kimmy for sure. Patty Pinkstaff says, hello. Why can I not read? Hi, hello. It says hello, Bri. Hello, all. Hello. Welcome into the live stream. I think I got distracted by your last name. I think that's a pretty cool last name. I've never seen it before. Chantel says, hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you back tonight. The Young Legend, welcome back, saying greetings and salutations. I love that greeting. Saying sugar doesn't go on grits, banana doesn't go in banana pudding, and raisins doesn't go on potato salad. I would have to disagree with you with number one and number two. I agree with the no raisins in the potato salad. That's the only one I agree with. Let me know in the chat if y'all agree with young Legend telling us how to cook and how not to cook early on in the stream. Mary Malarkey says, I'm interested to hear more about Quiet on the Set at a later date. I think I want to talk about that on the members live stream. So it was good. And the thing about Quiet on the Set is I watch a bunch of documentaries that YouTubers do on YouTube. And so I already knew some of the things going on, and I was surprised that they didn't talk about certain things. So I feel like they did leave out a lot of information. The Drake Bell information was new to me. I had no idea that was going on. I think around that time I was probably like 8 years old or whatever. So I had no idea that was going on with him. But later in life, I learned about the Amanda Bynes and the Jamie Lynn Spears and all, the weird things that celebrities do behind the scene or producers do behind the scene to these child actors, which is really, really sad. So yeah, I liked it. I think they did a good job. They got through it quick enough. They didn't drag it out. I think it was a really good documentary. Tanya D says, never heard of that documentary, but I'll check it out. I was able to watch it on Discovery Plus for free when I went on, I don't remember what streaming service I was on, but they tried to charge me like $10. And I was like, I'm not giving you $10. And that same app was like available to you for free on Discovery Plus. So I went to Discovery Plus. So if you have Discovery Plus, you can watch it for free. Bus stop person number 27, like the name says, hi all, have a great evening. Hello and welcome into the live stream. Mountain Princess 207 giving us a wave. These are some good names coming in today. Tidy says, shout out to the replay crew. Yes, of course. Shout out to the replay crew. Like I said, people actually like to watch the replays, and I did not really know that, but I appreciate it. I love it. I love being live, and I also like talking to people in the comments on the replay, and I try to respond, but sometimes I can't because on the replay you can type a lot more. You can type a lot more in one chat than on the live stream. And B says, hi Bree, I love that you have started some earlier streams. I'm trying to push all the way back to 6 o'clock, but as we see with today, I was like 5 minutes late or so because I had to finish eating dinner and my sister came and a bunch of stuff happened before this live stream, but we still made it pretty on time and hopefully we can catch more people live. Kristen Offer says, haha, glad to be able to catch a live again. Glad to have you back. Tiny D says, I watched the Wendy doc. It was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. Now I feel like I need to watch it now that we're covering the case, but I don't even think I realized that it came out. I think I heard about it, and then there was like controversy about it and they filed a motion for it not to be released, and then I feel like that's all I heard about it. I don't think I ever realized it came out. YR says, a little late joining, but hey everyone, hello. You are not too late. We're only like 13 minutes in, so we're happy to have you here live early on. D Price says, hi all, hello and welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you tonight. Kimmy Lockett says, no emergency today, just crazy busy lately. I always let you know if I won't be able to pull docs though. Definitely appreciate it. Like I said, make sure y'all shout out Kimmy. We got an early MVP nomination. Kristen Offer saying Kimmy is the MVP. Early nomination. I don't know if anybody's gonna beat that one because I tell you, I was having trouble for sure. Mary Malarkey says, a woman of many hats. Thank you to Kimmy. Yes, of course. Danette Shipley says, enjoyed you popping in on Law and Lumber recently. Yeah, that was a really fun stream. Like I said, if you guys have not watched that live stream, it was like 2 weeks ago now or a week and a half ago now. That was a good stream. A lot of funny moments. If you haven't watched it, go back and check it out. We talked about like the Vanderpump Rules lawsuits and all of the things. YR says, the only thing I like of those is banana pudding. So IDK how it's made, but I definitely don't want banana chunks in it. I hate chunks in my food like that. That makes sense. But with banana pudding, when you put the cookies in there, they're kind of like chunky, but then they melt in your mouth. So I don't know. But I think you do make banana pudding with bananas. What else would you make it with? Amy Walker. Let's see. Island says, hey, BriHive, hello. Welcome back into the live stream. Nice to have you here. Today we have another member in the chat. Kimmy Walker saying hi to Elam. Just Me MD says, I just watched the Wendy Williams doc. I thought her guardian was in the doc. It's her sister, right? Or does the bank also have to approve? To Tanya D, it was really sad. I believe this person, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I guess we'll figure it out as we go through the document. This is going to be a live reaction from me, but I think this particular one is from the bank because it was said an appointed guardian from that actual bank lawsuit. So I don't know the answer to that, but I will try to figure it out. And Kimmy, if you know, or if you can do a quick research, please let us know if the guardian is the sister and if she has two guardians or not. I know that's a lot, but if you have time, if not, I'll try to look it up after. Cheryl Reed, hello. Welcome back into the live stream. I feel like long time no see. Said hello, Bree and BriHive. Nice to have you back in the live stream. MZ says, hiya all. Bree is live, listening intently via earbuds and bop the like button. Thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. Glad to have you back tonight. YR says, I love the cookies in them, but that is different. Yeah, I agree. For the banana pudding. The banana pudding, the cookies just melt in your mouth. And I was like, craving banana pudding. I need to learn how to make it so I don't have to spend money on it. So I don't have to spend all that money on it. Okay, let's see. And then Tiny D says, no, they took all guardianship away from the family. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I think this is a completely different person, but her name sounds like maybe she could be related. So I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we are going to actually start with Kelly Clarkson. It's actually a shorter lawsuit. Normally, I try to keep the one that most people want to hear at the end, but since this one is shorter, I'm going to go ahead and go through Kelly Clarkson, and then we will go through Wendy Williams because I feel like it's going to have a lot more information, a lot of redaction going on there. So we will see what's going on with that. Okay, Bossy, bring us to the next scene. All righty. So we have a lawsuit. Kelly Clarkson clapping back at her ex-husband and his daddy for basically making her work when she wasn't supposed to be working and cutting deals that they were not supposed to be cutting because they were not licensed. They recently had a case with the commission of something, I can't remember what it was, where Kelly Clarkson won $2.6 million that made her ex-husband have to pay her back. And I think his dad was included in that one too, because he has the talent agency. Pay her back $2.6 million because they were doing deals that they were not supposed to be doing. They were not licensed to do it, and charging her commission on those deals when they were not allowed to do those deals. So you can't charge commissions on things that you're not allowed to do, Mr. I don't even know his name. What's his name? I really don't even know his name. Brendan Blackstock. And this guy, he's on the thumbnail. He just looks shocked to me. Like his eyes always look shocked to me. Am I the only one that thinks that? But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's get some of the facts, live reaction, because I didn't have time to go over it. I was like, when I tell y'all I was struggling to pull this document, I was like, on my lunch break, I'm like trying to get this document to work. It was not working for me. So again, shout out to Kimmy for getting this document for us. I was like, we were about to just be reading on Scribed website at that point. Okay, so we are in the Superior Court of California in the county of Los Angeles. We have Starstuck Management Group, a Tennessee limited liability company, versus Kelly Clarkson. So this is actually a cross complaint against the dad and the ex-husband and his dad's company. They filed the lawsuit first against Kelly Clarkson, and Kelly Clarkson clapped back at them by filing this cross complaint. If I can find the actual initial complaint, then maybe we can either do like a short video on it. I need to get back into that. I know I've been stressed, y'all. maybe we can do like a short video or a short on it and see what they are actually suing her for initially. And then, but we're going to cover what she clapped back with. So then we have Kelly Clarkson, a cross complainant against Starstruck Management, Brandon Blackstock, and Narvell Blackstock, an individual. So him, his daddy, and his daddy's company is being sued, a cross complaint / third party complaint for violation of the labor code. And so it's Kelly Clarkson and Face Productions and Sam, I don't know how to say that, another Nevada corporation. I believe that is Kelly Clarkson's business, but she goes by Kelly Brienne now. Didn't know anything about that. And for those of you who do not know who Kelly Clarkson is, she is a singer. Didn't she do like American Idol or something? And that's what made her famous. I don't really listen to her music. I don't really know her like that, but I know she's like a really famous singer in her genre of music. So there we have it. Okay. Let's actually read the complaint, Bri. All right, here are the general allegations of the parties. Cross-complainant Kelly Brienne, aka Kelly Clarkson, is an individual residing in New York. Face Productions is a Nevada corporation. Okay, I don't want to go through all of that and where they live and how they operate. I just want to go into the actual information. Let's see. That's about Narvel. They want Does 1 and 2. So if they forgot anybody, they want to be able to include them into this lawsuit. Here is the information that I actually want. On October 20, 2020, cross-complainants filed with the Labor Commissioner a petition to determine controversy under the Labor Code. So this is the case that basically just finished, and now they brought it back under this lawsuit to basically collect on their money. I believe that's what's happening here. The petition sought, among other things, an order declaring that the alleged agreement that is the basis of plaintiff's affirmative claim and the action be declared void and unenforceable because cross-defendant Starstruck Management and third-party defendant Starstruck Entertainment, Brandon Blackstock and Narvel Blackstock, hereinafter collectively Starstruck, violated Talent Agencies Act by unlawfully procuring employment for cross-complainants without obtaining a talent agency license from the Labor Commissioner and for disgorgement of commissions previously paid by cross-complainant during the 1 year prior to filing the petition. So they filed basically a claim with the Labor Commission alleging the same things of this lawsuit. Now, do we really believe that she didn't know they were supposed to be making those deals and that they weren't licensed? I feel like people cut corners, and then when it's no longer working for them, i.e. when you break up and you no longer dealing with an ex-husband and his dad, okay, now all of a sudden I'm going to complain. I can't tell you how many people I get coming in my office saying, oh, this person, my husband or my wife, they make $300,000 a year, but they don't claim it on their taxes. They commit fraud. And I'm like, okay, you was letting them commit fraud the whole relationship, and now you want me to believe that they're committing fraud against you at this point? You participated in the fraud. So now you don't get to collect on the money that they make $300,000 because their taxes say they make $3 a year. So let me know if y'all believe that if Kelly knew about this or she didn't know about it. Anyways, let's jump back into it, but let me check this chat in the back real quick. Okay, Kimmy got us a video, so we may take a peek at that in a moment. Okay. Y'all, my glass is doing funky stuff, but I have new glasses coming in the mail this week. Oh my gosh. Alpha told me to check the mail because there's something in there for me. And now it's going to be too dark for me to go check it after the live stream. Dang it. I might have to just sneak outside at night. I'm scared of the dark though. Okay, so let's jump back into it. Okay, the Labor Commission hearing was conducted over multiple days from March 20, 2023 to March 24, 2023 at the offices of the Labor Commissioner. On November 21, 2023, the special hearing officer issued a determination of controversy, which was adopted as the determination of the Labor Commissioner, Lilia Garcia Brower. In the determination of controversy, the Labor Commissioner issued an award ordering Starstruck to disgorge to cross complainants a total of $2,641,374 in previously paid commissions. So again, collecting commissions when they were not supposed to be. In or about 2007, God dang, we going all the way back to 2007. Cross complainants entered into an oral agreement with Starstruck, whereby Starstruck was to act as cross complainants' personal managers. Again, no contract, family, all in love. Don't know how she fell in love with him because, like I said, he looks shocked all the time. But that shocking look on his face, I guess, really got her. And so entered into this oral agreement to let her man manage her. Does not sound like a good choice, but whatever. Let's go on. Cross complainants are informed and believed, and based upon such information and belief, allege that commencing in approximately 2007 and continuing thereafter, Starstruck performed the functions and acted in the capacity of an unlicensed talent agency, as the term is defined in the Labor Code section. Procuring, offering, promising, or attempting to procure employment or engagements for cross complainants as artists in the entertainment industry. So again, herself and the companies that she owns. Said activities included but were not limited to solicitation, procurement, and or negotiations of one or more agreements pertaining to the personal service of the cross complainants as artists, as also defined in the Labor Code section. Now, I think she knew. Maybe she didn't know that he was supposed to have a license. I don't know. But she hired them to be her personal manager. So she hired them to get her gigs. Did she know or not know that they were also supposed to have a license? I didn't know that these people needed licenses. So, she could just be just as shocked as we are, right? Cross complainants are informed and believed based upon such information and belief, allege that Starstruck was not licensed as talent agents, that at no time has Starstruck obtained a talent agency license from the California Labor Commissioner, and that the actions of Starstruck in the capacity of unlicensed talent agent constituted a violation, among other things, the California Labor Code. Cross complainants are informed and believe, and based upon such information and belief, allege that Starstruck entered into the agreement with cross complainants as a subterfuge and fraudulent device to attempt to circumvent and evade the licensing requirement and other requirements, restrictions, and regulations of talent agencies. You hired your man to manage you. Like, were they already Starstruck company before they started managing you, or were you the first one that they managed? That's what I would like to know. Cross complaints informed and believe, and therefore they allege commencing in or about 2007 and continuing through approximately to 2020, Starstruck violated Talent Agencies Act of the Labor Code by, among other things, acting in the capacity of a talent agencies as defined in the Labor Code by procuring, offering, promising, or attempting to procure employment or engagements on behalf of cross complainants who are artists under the Talent Agencies Act, without first obtaining a talent agency license from the California Labor Commissioner. Okay, they also allege that the alleged agreement and all agreements between the parties should be declared void and unenforceable. No money should be paid by cross complainants to Starstruck, and all monies previously paid by cross complainants to Starstruck should be disgorged from Starstruck forthwith. I really want to know if they had other clients, or is this $2.5 million that they earned for over the last 10 years, being like 15 years worth of money. I wonder if that's the only money they ever earned, and then to have to give it back. And if they did have other clients, when they see this lawsuit, then they're going to sue them and want their money back too. Isn't that crazy? But he is taking like a lot of child support from her. So, why not give her a little bit of money back? Cross complainants are entitled to a full and complete accounting from Starstruck of all monies received by Starstruck directly or indirectly in connection with any and all contracts, employments, or engagements pertaining in any way to the personal service of cross complainants as artists in the entertainment industry and otherwise related to any services performed or to be performed pursuant the alleged agreement, including but not limited to any and all commissions, fees, profits, advances, producing fees, and other monies. The crazy part about this too, y'all, is that there's no written contract. This is a verbal contract. A verbal contract, you shake hands and say, I'm now your manager, and you managed for several years, and now you have to give back $2 million. That's bad. That's bad. He can pay it out of the child support that she's paying to him already. Wherefore, cross complainants pray for judgment against Starstruck as follows: a determination that the agreement and all agreements between the parties are void and unenforceable. The cross complainants have no liability thereunder to Starstruck, and the Starstruck has no rights or privileges thereunder. Which makes me assume that maybe Starstruck filed the initial complaint asking her to basically pay them money from when they stopped working together, and then it got paused for the little labor code or the labor commission determination, and now she's bringing back the cross complaint because she got the decision by the labor commission. That's what I'm thinking happened here. I don't know if that's what I'm pretty sure that's what the original complaint is. But again, I haven't read the actual complaint, so I'm not sure. An accountant from Starstruck, they also want the judgment to say an accounting from Starstruck concerning all monies or things of value received directly or indirectly by Starstruck in connection with any services rendered or to be rendered by cross complainants as artists in the entertainment industry or relating in any way to any services performed or to be performed by cross complainants pursuant to the alleged agreement. An order requiring Starstruck to disgorge and return to cross complainants all monies and things of value received by Starstruck directly or indirectly pursuant to the agreement or in connection with any contract, employment, blah, 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 including but not limited to all commissions, fees, profits, all the money, okay? A determination denying Starstruck's any claim or offset based on the alleged value of services rendered or monies advanced or paid by Starstruck, basically saying that they're going to say that they gave me the services at a discount, so it should not be offset about with the amount that I should have paid, because you weren't licensed anyways, bro, so you can't even charge that much. Any money advanced by Starstruck on behalf of cross complainants, maybe they gave her some money to do certain things. Okay, that is the end of that complaint. I'm assuming they filed asking her to pay them, and then she filed the labor commission, and then she won, and now she's like, yeah, run me my money. And the labor commission already ordered that she is to get that $2.6 million. So I would love to see how the court handles this. There's already a determination by the enforcing agency. I have a feeling, I feel like it can't go any other way but him having to give her the money back. Let me know what y'all think so far in the comments. We're going to have Bossy the Bee bring us in for the comment section. So if y'all have not left y'all comment yet, go ahead. Kimmy is grabbing the chats for me that are relevant to the topic that we're talking about. So let's see what the chat has to say. Iwan says it's also Reba's ex-husband. Really? What does this guy have? Because he looks shocking to me. Okay, he looks shocking to me. Island says Blackstock. He got something going on. Cheryl Reed says, as far as his last name, Cheryl Reed says American Idol is right. Okay, that's what I thought. She was like the first winner on there, right? Kimmy Locker says I've got the case number, so it'll be easy to find more Kelly Clarkson docs, but they're not available for free since it's California. Yeah, I know. That's why I said if we find the complaint, we can look at it. But the way that California charges like $1 per page for a digital document, I'm going to say no. We're not going to do that. Island says, I don't think she knew. Think finding out ended the marriage. You think so? Maybe, because remember, she like blew up to fame. Me, I'm a lawyer, and I didn't even know that these talent agencies needed license. So I think she just hired her man as her manager. Was he already doing this before he got with her? I mean, apparently he has another famous ex too. Is he a swindler? Is he a swindler? I don't know. I don't know. He just does not look like a person to marry. Like, he just acts like the perfect person for you, and you fall in love with him because they're so in love with you, and the whole time they don't even care about you. That's what he looks like to me. I don't know if that's true. Aaron Malaki says, agree. I believe Kelly and others probably knew as far as them not being licensed. I feel like they did. Kenny Locker says, except for divorce, Kelly Clarkson's lawsuits have all been in response to the company suing her. So I wouldn't be surprised if she knew, but maybe she found out through that process. That would make sense too. I don't know. I just feel like I said, I get so many people coming in that are like okay with a fraud while it's happening, but as soon as they lose the benefit, no, they're no longer okay with it and they want the money back. And that's like literally what's happening here. Maybe she didn't know. YR says, what did they sue her for? I don't know. I'm assuming for payment of commissions that she didn't pay, and that she did the labor thing and they decided in her favor. Kimmy Locker says to YR, they claim they claimed Clarkson owed them commissions. That makes sense to me, because otherwise it wouldn't be a cross complaint. She would just file a new lawsuit. Mountain Princess says, I thought she was smarter. Whatever, Mr. Swindle. I think he's a swindler, so I'm gonna call him Mr. Swindle. Whatever he said to her, it worked. It worked. He got the babies. He got money coming in and child support, and now he has to pay her $2.6 million. How much does she pay in child support? How much does Kelly? And I think they have like 50-50, and she still pays him. Kelly Clarkson. Someone says, how much does Kelly Clarkson weigh? That's mean. Pay her ex-husband. How much does she pay? She would make a one-time tax-free payment of $1,326 or $2,600,000, whatever, $1,000 to her ex-husband as part of the settlement, on top of ongoing monthly child support. Oh my gosh, this number is about to hurt. This is a salary. She pays him $45,000, $45,601 in child support for her two children, River Rose and Remington. God dang. I feel like that's close to the amount that Kanye West plays, and he has like 4 kids. Kelly Clarkson is that rich? $45,000? And I think they have 50-50 custody? Oh, that would piss me off. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let me go ahead and get back into what we're talking about. Island says Starstruck presented in the industry that they were licensed. They fooled a lot of people. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, maybe she did get swindled. But do you think she knew? Maybe everyone else didn't know. But do you think she knew? Island says Narvel did the same thing to Reba. I thought that Brendan was Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband. Isn't Narvel the father? Oh, that he also represented her, maybe, is what you're saying. Just Me MD says, exactly, Brie. It's all good while it's benefiting them, and now that they're mad at each other, it's a problem. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling she knew. She probably had to testify she didn't know, but maybe they did make it out like they were licensed. I don't know. Cheryl Reese, at least enough for Kelly to say that I also believe they were licensed. Cheryl Reese says she's been in the industry too long not to know, but when she got famous, it sounds like he got her right when she got famous. So I don't know. Island says Starstruck started managing her in 2007. She married Brendan in 2013. She should have never married him. Island says, yes, they had many clients. They've now changed their name from Starstruck Management to Starstruck Entertainment. Oh, we don't know who that is. Take off the mask. Cheryl says, did they do any work for Reba? I think someone already said yes. Mary Malarkey says, off topic, I hope Kelly and Reba are still close. I don't know their relationship, but if she dated her man, I wouldn't be close with her anymore. But Island says they are. They are still close. Mountain Princess says if she is/was friends with Reba, no way Reba did not give her advice. Maybe they're not as close as we think they are. Chantel, well, I mean, but if you're still somebody's man, like, would I help you? Probably not. Is that mean? Probably. But that's not my responsibility. You shouldn't have stole my man. Chantel says Kelly also has a talk show. She had been paying her ex a lot of money before suing him. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because I didn't know she had a talk show. So I guess I did. I think I did know she had a talk show. I never watched it. So, but that sounds familiar. That's the 45,000, I guess. She making that much. God dang money. When is my talk show gonna make that much money? No, just kidding. Mountain Princess 207 says no way she didn't say get a contract written. She said it was an oral agreement for him to be her manager. Don't know why. With all that money she's making, I have no clue why she said, you know what? I don't need a written contract. And I guess if they admit that they were her managers, then there's no reason for her to prove that there was a contract. Island says she filed for divorce. They sued her. She filed a complaint. They just knew they weren't about to get as much money out of her as much and sued her. That's what it sounds like to me. Island got all the background for this. Island says no, Narva is Reba's ex. Reba was Kelly's stepmother-in-law. Oh, okay. I've been saying the wrong thing this whole live stream. I've been saying the whole wrong thing, saying that Kelly Clarkson stole Reba's man. No, they was dating two. One was dating the dad, one was dating the son. Forgive me for putting that rumor out there. I was so confused. Thank you for clearing that up. Danette Shipley says the father is Reba's ex. Okay, thank you very much. MZ says Kelly has a talk show still running. Thought I heard about that a long while ago, but being in the other side of the world, I'm totally out of touch. Makes sense. Just Me MD says get the nearest crayon and toilet paper and write it out. Judge Marilyn Million, People's Court, gotta get it and write it. And no, I guess if they admit that they were the managers, they kind of overcame the writing part of it because they wanted the money. We were her managers. Give me the money. Give me the commission. So they can say it was an oral agreement. YR says, I have to go to sleep, stupid time zones, and I have to get up early. Well, thank you for joining us while you were awake. I hope you have a good night. Island says, and he lives in a house she owns outright. No. I don't know everything about their background. I knew their divorce was like messy, but that messy? Oh, that's gross. He lives in her house. Shori says he's a leech. That's what I'm like. He sounds like a swindler to me. And I guess he didn't fall far from the tree if his daddy is a swindler too. Just Me MD says allegedly wink ref Mr. Swindler. Yeah. That is who he is to me at this point. Wendy R says, wow, makes my $312 a month kind of pathetic. He is 17. He eats more than that in groceries a month. Wait, who? I don't know what you're talking about. I might have missed your previous comment. Lori in Connecticut says, never trust your husband to be your manager, especially if his father cheated on Reba and you don't have a written freaking contract. Can you check like talent managers' licenses? Because like with my law license, you can check that online. I wonder if you can do that with the talent agencies. Just Me MD says Kanye spends $250,000 per month in child support. Why did I think it was $80,000? That was my bad. Thank you, Just Me MD, for clearing that up. I don't know why I thought it was $80,000. And that's so much money. Oh my gosh, that's multiple salaries. That's multiple salaries and just child support, and he has joint custody. Kimmy Walker says, at the risk of oversimplifying, agents procure and negotiate job contracts and must be licensed in California. Managers offer career guidance and advice and may help find jobs but can't negotiate and secure contracts. Thank you, Kimmy, for pointing that out and making it simple for us. I guess that makes sense that you need to be licensed to do that kind of stuff because you're negotiating contracts. You're essentially acting as a lawyer for people. So I guess that makes sense that you would need to be licensed so that you could be held liable if you do something wrong or if you like swindle money like these Black stock people. Danette Shipley says Kelly was married to Reba's stepson. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I was completely off. Lori in Connecticut says she was in love and foolish with those shocking eyes. Like, my guy looks so shocked. Like, you cannot tell me. I would not fall in love with him. Like, I would refuse to fall in love with this guy. Maybe I just don't like that he opens his eyes so much. And now it's creeping me out because I feel like he's looking me in the eye. So I'm just going to look away. I'm going to look away from this guy. But I don't know. He just looks kind of creepy. Okay. I'm going to take it away. Let me take it off my regular screen because he looks kind of creepy. I don't like it. I do not like his face. I think it's the eyes. The eyes are kind of scary. Rah, rah. Island says she didn't start dating Brandon until years after this agreement started. Yeah. Oh, because I keep saying she let the man be her man be her manager. Okay, I see what you're saying. I was like, I kept saying it, but she didn't marry him for a couple years after is what you're saying. So you don't think they were dating from the beginning? Lori in Connecticut says to Kimmy Locker, I think that was the problem. Ex-negotiated deals. I think Wayfair was mentioned as one. She made her money and then got the commission back. Good for her. Good for her. He swindled her and now she can swindle him. Wendy R says it was about the $45K a month he gets in child support. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makes my $312 a month sad. A lot of child support payments are pretty pathetic, but I mean, I guess you can't call it pathetic because if the person doesn't have money, they can't give it to you. But a lot of people get on the internet, fathers that don't have a lot of custody of their children, they will get on the internet and say that their baby mama is taking a trip to Aruba and Bali and all of the stuff on their child support. They got new hair, new nails, all kinds of things, and they're paying like $200 a month. It's like, pipe down, baby daddy. Pipe down. Your little $200 a month don't even cover my nails. Okay, they would cover my nails. But for these women that really be putting it on like this, your little $200, I'm spending it on your child's cereal and milk, okay? Light bills for your children. $200, $312 does not help anyone, okay? No one. Or maybe depending on what state you're in, it could help you. But in California, that's not putting a dent. Maybe you can pay some light bills with that. Yeah, her $45,000 that she's paying to him, okay? She's paying it to him. And I'm pretty sure they have pretty equal custody, if her not having more custody. Lori in Connecticut says her talk show has won a daytime Emmys. Every year it's been on. Well, that is good. I've never watched it. I think I've heard about it before, but I have never watched him. But yeah, this lawsuit is insane. She paid him $1,326,000 in order to get unmarried to him, plus $45,000 a month. And now he basically has to pay double that to her. But it's not necessarily just him, it's him and his dad's company and all of the things. So I guess the 1 million is not only coming from him. His dad is going to have to pay some of that money too, and the company is going to have to pay that. And so we have a couple more chats to go through, and then we're going to jump into Wendy Williams and see what's going on there. We are at 39 likes with 41 people watching live. If you have not hit the like button, please do. Our like goal for the stream is 50 likes. We are 11 likes away from that like goal. So in order to help us out in the algorithm, get more friends in the chat, get more friends on the replay, please do hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Don't unlike it. Just hit it if you haven't done it already. Okay, we have Island saying he lives on her Montana ranch. She changed her song F you and your dad and the fact that you got half. Yeah, being married in California when you earn substantially more than your other counterpart, you are going to, if you don't want to give them half, screw yourself. If you're like a fair person and say, yeah, you know what, I earned this, you supported me, blah, 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 here's half. I think that makes sense with like $100,000 salary per year. But when you start talking millions of dollars, and I'm already paying you commission, I already employ you, I still have to pay you more money at the end of it, I would be so upset. And my girl, was there no prenup? What's going on? Did Kelly Clarkson have a prenup? Let's go ahead and search it. Did Kelly Clarkson lose weight? Why are they so worried about her weight? Okay, that's the first thing that comes up. Is she on can't even talk? Did she lose weight? Is she on Ozempic? Is she on weight loss surgery? God dang, can the girl live? Did Kelly Clarkson have a see, they're always about the weight. Let's see. Did she have a prenup? They signed a prenup. Clarkson reportedly asked it to be enforced. Okay, so it sounds like they had a prenup. Maybe it just was not enforced. Because if it was enforced, he wouldn't be able to ask for spousal support. But that $1 million sounds like spousal support unless they bought some other property together. But oh, here's another picture of him looking shocked, y'all. Like I don't think it's me. Like this guy looks shocked. Oh gosh. Like, why does he? Maybe I just don't like when people open their eyes so much. Because look, she's smiling. Her eyes are all squinted. His are like, hi, wide open. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Okay. I'm done looking at him. Okay. Let me get him off of my screen. So it looks like she had a prenup, but it didn't go over so well for her. And he still got $1 million? Get better prenups. No, but if you start earning stuff during the marriage that's outside of your separate property, yes, he would be entitled to some of that. Sadly, unless they agree that all income earned during the marriage is their own money. But just because I feel like he swindled her, I feel like he deserves nothing. Let's see. Kimmy Locker says to Island, according to what I saw, Clarkson got ownership of the 2 Montana properties and the California residence. Lori in Connecticut said her talk show has won a daytime Emmy every year it's been on. I think I already got that one. Danette Shipley says, I'm with Bree. He's creepy. He is creepy. Christina First says, maybe he was trying to avoid being caught mid-blinking the photo. That makes a lot of sense. Although I don't want to give him any benefit of the doubt, that makes a lot of sense. Island says they started dating in 2012. She signed on with Narvel in 2007. Okay. So he started dating one of his, clientele. Weird. Island says, yeah, she owns it. He lives in it. Get out of my house. But I mean, if they have kids together, she probably wants the kids to still be there. But still, does he at least pay rent? Like, come on. Maybe her child support would have been higher if she charged him rent. Oh my God. It just gets messy. It gets so messy. Mary Malarkey says, your little 200 don't even cover my nails. That it's true. Just me empty says, my hubby and I also watch child support court as part of our Law Nerd lineup. I want to start commenting on those cases because it's ridiculous. The custody ones, the child support ones, the DV ones, I do want to comment, but I feel like they're hard to find the actual the ones where no one is already commenting over it. Just me. All right, I think I got that one. Member of the jury, hello, welcome back into the live stream. Saying just got here and I've already hit the like button. Thank you, definitely appreciate it. Kimmy Locker says they had a prenup that was mostly upheld in the divorce. I vote we watch the video I sent you. Okay. Kimmy Locker making demands in the chat. Kimmy Locker says the one-time payment was buying him out of the marital assets. Okay, that makes sense. So it sounds like he didn't actually get spousal support then. So I was wrong again. This is when you live stream and you talk and you don't even know what you're talking about. Weirdo. I'm weird just like him. No, I'm not weird like him, okay? Let's see here. Island says it was upheld. She got all property she purchased during the marriage. He wanted to own the Montana ranch, but it belongs to her. She just has to get him to leave it. Oh, she needs to evict him. She's not agreeing for him to stay there. He just won't get out. Is that what you're saying? Island says just must be mad rich. Yeah, they are. Winnie R says his smile doesn't reach his eyes and it makes him look disingenuous. It does. He looks like he is not telling the truth, although he's not talking. He's just smiling, right? Tiny D says he has beady eyes. Yeah. Kimmy Lockett says, no demands, just voting. I'm just kidding with you, Kimmy. MZ says, oh, prenups, not the trend here, especially with us very ordinary folks. Yeah, in situations like that, yeah, but she was already like millionaire status. I'd be like, you get nothing. But from what Kimmy's saying is she got mostly everything uphill. I feel like we should go through their case, their divorce case. Whitney R says Nevada courts streamed their cases. Just need someone to screen record them for you. You're not allowed to screen record them, though. You're not supposed to do that. So I don't want to get in trouble because you're not supposed to record court proceedings. Alan says, I think court let him stay because it's where he is when he has the kids. That makes sense. I'm assuming they would have had to reduce his child support payment for letting him stay there because it's her property. She should be able to rent it out or go there whenever she wants to. So I'm thinking if it's court ordered, he said, okay, well, I'll if you let me stay in the house, I'll take $5,000 less a month in child support, or maybe something like that is what I would assume happened there. Okay, so I wanted to go into the chat and pull up a video that Kimmy sent to us because she voted on it for us. So let's do that. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Gosh darn it, Brie. Okay, let's see here. I think sound is on. Let me unshare my screen and then share it again, just giving directions so y'all don't think I'm crazy over here. Okay, Kelly Clarkson. Share with audio. Is she going to be singing though? Let's see. I was into you, but I'm over now. Can y'all hear that? I don't know if I want to play this because I don't want to get copyright strike. I don't want to. Hey, look, there's me live streaming. I was trying to be nice, but nothing's getting through. So let me spell it out. ABCDEFU, fuck you and your dad, and the fact that you got out, and my broken heart, turn that shit in the right. Fuck you and your view from the valley I bought you, and your broken ass dog. It's so loud though. It's so hurting my ears. Let me unboost the volume. Is that loud for you? And the fact that you got out and my broken heart, turn that shit in the art. Fuck you and your view from the valley I bought you. Everybody but your dogs, you can all fuck off. Okay, that was a good little spin on the song. Okay. That was good. All right, let's see. We've got a couple more chats and then we'll jump into Wendy Williams. So yeah, that was a good spin on the song. That was a good spin. Cheryl Reed says, yay to Kelly. Island says, F you and the view from the valley. I bought you too. Yep, to him, and he's still there. He's still there. Mary Malaki says, first time I heard that song was during the Deb B. Heard trial. That's not the original version of the song, right? That's not what the words I remember. Cherie says her ex seems hateful. Yeah. He seems like a swindler to me. Her prenup, I wish it was a little bit stronger. I wish she would have wrote, all my income is mine. All of your income is yours. Go away. There are no assets to split. Go the freak away is what I wish she would have put. You probably can't put go the freak away in your prenup, but I would have had to do that. MZ says, wow, I recall why she stood out to me. We got a clover leaf. And then we have Just Me MD says, not me over here rolling on this song's ABCDEFU. Didn't realize it was directed at the ex and baby daddy. I feel like the words were different. Just Me or Kimmy Locker says it's just me, MD. It's not. She changed the lyrics to be about the situation. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't remember them saying that. Or her saying that in the original song. I was like, this song I actually do know. Or I don't know it, but I've heard it before, you know? Okay, y'all, let's jump into Wendy Williams because we got quite a bit to get through on hers. It's not super, super long, but it's long. It's longer than what we just covered. So, Bossy B, let's go. All right. So we have the Wendy Williams documentary lawsuit where her guardian is suing on her behalf because they are saying they did not get permission. They basically swindled her too. That's why this is the taking advantage live stream, because we have another swindler, according to the Sabrina E. Morrissey Esquire. She's an attorney acting in her capacity as a temporary guardian of Wendy Williams. I don't know what the H stands for because I don't know which last name that is. Versus A&E Television Networks LLC and Entertainment One Reality Productions. Now, the reason why I probably could not find this freaking case is because I was not searching for it under Sabrina Morrissey's name. I tried to search under it for her name, but I guess I spelled it wrong. And now I'm a bit upset because I was really searching. I was really trying. I was like, why is nothing popping up for Wendy Williams? But she put that Sabrina and then the E and then the Morrissey. And I think that's why I couldn't find it. But nonetheless, we have the lawsuit. So let's jump into it. When I said we have, I thought we have the meats from Arby's, but I don't even like Arby's. So I don't know why that popped into my head. Anyways, let's go ahead. It was filed under seal, but then they had to file again and it is redacted. And that is the wrong screen. That is Kelly Clarkson. Let me stop the screen. That was awkward, but professionals. We are professionals here. There we go. Let's see. Thank you, Kimmy. I was like, what the heck is that? I'm looking at the document. Y'all are looking at Kelly Clarkson. Okay, so here we go. Nature of the action. Wendy Williams, or WWH. We know it's Wendy Williams. It's a prominent and accomplished individual who has earned her status as an icon in the African-American community and beyond through her highly successful multimedia career over the past 3 decades. God dang, 3 decades? That's a long time. That's how long I've been alive. Okay. Unfortunately, in recent years, serious medical issues have severely diminished Wendy Williams' capacity to maintain her personal and business affairs, necessitating guardianship proceedings. This is blacked out, so we don't know what it says. In May 2023, or May 2023, Wendy Williams was finally diagnosed by doctors at Weill Cornell Medical Center with frontotemporal lobe dementia and progressive aphasia. How old is Wendy Williams? I didn't know that you can get dementia that early on, or is she older than I think she is? So, we have to do some research. Let me get off of here. They showing spiders and stuff. How old is Wendy? She's 59. I didn't know you can get dementia that early, but here we are with Wendy Williams with dementia pretty early. So, okay, let's see. On February 2nd, 2024, defendant A&E Television Networks and Entertainment One Reality Productions released a trailer of a purported documentary entitled Where is Wendy on its website. Are they going to do a Where is Kate Middleton? I feel like we should talk about that on the members live stream on Saturday too. I'm thinking it's going to end up being on Saturday. And announced that the full documentary will be aired by Lifetime Networks, which is owned by Defendant A&E Networks, in 2 parts on February 24th to 25th of 2024. The trailer, which appears to contain privately shot footage of Wendy Williams in an obviously disabled state, shamelessly exploits Wendy Williams and portrays her in an extremely demeaning and undignified manner, incorrectly states that Wendy Williams is broke, and cruelly implies that Wendy Williams' disoriented demeanor is due to substance abuse and intoxication. That sounds like defamation. Okay. The trailer has been disseminated and discussed on YouTube and other social media platforms by multiple gossip bloggers and other users, where it has been watched and commented on by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. The trailer has been viewed on Lifetime Network official YouTube channel over 725,000 times. Now, for whatever reason, none of these gossip channels popped up on my timeline, which is insane to me because all I watch is like commentary type things. So that's very surprising to me, that I didn't see all these gossip channels talking about this. It is readily apparent that the complete Promise documentary would even further portray Wendy Williams in a humiliating and demeaning manner, unconscionably exploiting Wendy Williams' condition, and perhaps even disclosing her personal and private medical diagnosis for perceived entertainment value and the prurient interest of television viewers. This blatant exploitation of a vulnerable woman with a serious medical condition who is beloved by millions within and outside of the African American community is disgusting, and it cannot be allowed. I did not know that just the complaint would make me sad. Like, I'm not even deep into this complaint and I'm already like getting sad. And I haven't seen the documentary. The documentary footage involving Wendy Williams was filmed pursuant to a purported contract between Entertainment One, The Wendy Experience Inc., and Wendy Williams, dated November 30th, 2022, and signed on January 25th, 2023, and amended on February 17, 2023, and March 1st of 2023. As a result of her medical condition, Wendy Williams lacked capacity when the contract was purportedly executed, and she remains in that condition. Wendy Williams has not and is not capable of consenting to the terms of the contract, although the documentary lists Wendy Williams as its executive producer. Wendy Williams was at all relevant times incapable of managing her own business and personal affairs, and indeed was placed into a guardianship and under supervision of this court. Wendy Williams did not and could not approve the manner in which she was filmed and portrayed in the trailer and the documentary. Blank the Guardian, so this is the other Guardian that was probably in the documentary. Blank the Guardian and the court presiding over Wendy Williams' guardianship would need to improve the documentary and any related contracts before the documentary involving, oh, never mind, that's not the same person. Involving and containing privately shot footage of Wendy Williams could, before they could be released. No such approval was sought or provided. Guardian blank did not authorize the terms of the contract. The Guardian did not authorize the release of the trailer or the release of the documentary, which the Guardian has not viewed. Prior to the release of the trailer, the planned documentary was described to be the Guardian as a project. Prior to the release of the trailer, the planned documentary was described to the Guardian as a project that would be positive and beneficial for Wendy Williams' image. William Selby, acting as Wendy Williams' manager for the project, made representations to the Guardian that he would have final creative control over the finished product and that the documentary would portray Wendy Williams in a positive manner. Like Phoenix rising from the ashes after her television show, which had been on air for more than a decade, was canceled due to her medical condition. Based on these assurances and representation, the Guardian allowed the project to go forward with the understanding that nothing would be released without review and final approval of the Guardian and the court, who are responsible for Wendy Williams' well-being. So, looks like whatever Guardian, I think it is whatever Guardian was in the actual documentary, and whoever was the Guardian at the time, seems like they did approve some form of this documentary. However, they didn't approve what was released, is what it sounded like to me from this. Y'all can let me know what y'all are getting from this, but that's what it sounds like to me, is that the Guardian at the time probably knew about it and consented to a portion of it, but not in the way that it was put out. That Guardian got kicked out, and now this new Guardian, who's also a lawyer, is like, no, this is not what we're going to do. This is ridiculous. So let me know if y'all got any more information on that, but that's how I'm interpreting it. Instead, without prior warning and without seeking or obtaining prior approval from the guardian or the court on February 2nd, 2024, defendants released their trailer on February 2nd, 2024, and announced that a full documentary will be released on February 24 and 25. The Guardian was horrified by the release of the release of the trailer and its contents, which falsely depicts Wendy Williams' behavior and demeanor as being a result of intoxication rather than a result of her medical condition, which has been diagnosed by doctors at Weill Cornell. Selby informed The Guardian that he too was surprised by the February 2nd, 2024 release, and that he had not reviewed or approved either the trailer or the documentary prior to the trailer's release. The release of the documentary will cause severe and irreparable harm to Wendy Williams. For decades, Wendy Williams had a groundbreaking career in media. She became well known for her hard work, energetic persona, and quick wit. Based on the trailer, it is clear that the documentary exploits Wendy Williams' medical condition to portray her in a humiliating, degrading manner and in a false light. The release of the documentary would unjustly and severely harm Wendy Williams' hard-won reputation, ruin her legacy, and eviscerate her remaining future earning potential by portraying her in a drunkard and laughing stock, or portraying her as a drunkard and laughing stock. The release of the documentary would be subject to Wendy Williams to an onslaught of negative and unwarranted media attention, posing further damage to her health. It sounds like they already released it though, but part of this sounds like they're talking like it hasn't been released. Additionally, to the extent that it would have had to already be released. Additionally, to the extent that the documentary would disclose Wendy Williams' medical diagnosis or related information concerning her condition and medical care, the information remains private and highly confidential and cannot be disclosed publicly without prior approval of the judge overseeing the guardianship proceeding. So it looks like it is disclosed down because it's all over the blogs. It's all in this document that people have access to. Wendy Williams is contending with very serious medical issues that have rendered her effectively incapacitated. She currently is under 24-hour medical care and supervision. She should be allowed to carry out her life and receive required care with peace and dignity, and to work to the extent she is capable in a nurturing, supportive, and dignified environment. She was not and is not capable of consenting to the terms of the documentary contract, and no one acting in Wendy Williams' best interest would allow her to be portrayed in the demeaning manner in which she is portrayed in the trailer for the documentary. Accordingly, petitioner respectfully and urgently asked the court for a temporary restraining order for preliminary and permanent injunctive relief prohibiting the release of the documentary and for a declaration that the contract is void. The temporary that's what it is. I forgot. I said it sounds like they're doing this before it's filed. So this was actually filed back on February 21st under seal. And then it was refiled, just redacted on March 8th. So there are some statements that this was prior, but it's because it was actually filed prior, just not released and talked about and refiled until after the release date. So there is that. But it sounds like it was released anyways because some of you have already seen it. The temporary restraining order should be issued ex parte because significant prejudice to Wendy Williams would result in notice if notice were provided and further portions of the documentary made public before injunctive relief can be granted. Given the content of the trailer, which portrays Wendy Williams in an extraordinarily humiliating and negative manner and falsely suggests that Wendy Williams' declining condition has been caused or exacerbated by the guardianship, it is readily apparent that the documentary producers had no intention of seeking the approval of the guardian and the court, and they were required to do so. Only injunctive relief forthwith without advance notice will be sufficient to prevent irreparable harm to Wendy Williams. So that was a lot in just itself. Like I said, just reading that already made me sad. And I haven't even seen the documentary. I still do want to watch the documentary, but if this complaint has any accuracy, it's probably not an accurate depiction of her. And I know some of you have watched it already, so let me know if you think that the documentary is an accurate opinion or depiction of Wendy Williams. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the background of the lawsuit. I can't believe this. Like, I can't even be joking right now. I feel like it will be bad if I joke right now. Okay. Wendy Williams is a 59-year-old woman and icon in the African American community who is best known for her groundbreaking career in media. In the 1990s, Wendy Williams rose to prominence as a popular radio host in New York City who was integral in popularizing and promoting the music of dozens of rap, hip hop, and R&B artists to a wide audience. In 2008, Wendy Williams pivoted to television and hosted an extremely popular weekday local and national talk show for over a decade. As a Black woman who created, executive produced, and solo hosted her own long-running nationally syndicated talk show, Wendy Williams shines as a trailblazer and an inspiration. Wendy Williams has long been known for her work ethic, her energetic and enthusiastic personality, her unique talent, and her quick-wittedness, which were on display for decades as she hosted shows and playfully roasted celebrities on the air on a daily basis. Can't believe they put roasted celebrities in a complaint. Like, the lingo used, I don't know if the court's going to understand. Maybe they will. It's a New York court. A 2022 article amply summed up with Wendy Williams' legacy and significant cultural impact as follows: a genuine trailblazer in multiple media formats and the New Jersey stepchild of Howard Stern, Oprah Winfrey, and Joan Rivers. 58-year-old Williams' imprint is found everywhere in pop culture. She is referenced in dozens of rap and R&B songs, including the seminal Mariah Carey line in Touch My Body, in which Carey croons, cause they be all up in my business like a Wendy interview. One of her wigs in a pink bedazzled ass Wendy's microphone, among other artifacts. One of her wigs and a pink bedazzled Ask Wendy microphone, among other artifacts, are on view in the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History television collection, positioning her alongside icons of American television such as Seinfeld, All in the Family, and Susan Lukey. In 2019, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In late 2021, sadly, due to serious medical issues, which have since been diagnosed and are now under treatment, Wendy Williams was unable to return to host what would have been the 13th season of her daily talk show. After filling in the guest host during the 2021-2022 season, the show was canceled in 2022. The guardianship. On February 14, 2022, Wells Fargo Clearing Services initiated a guardianship proceeding in the Supreme Court of New York County. Following certain interactions with Wendy Williams concerning her financial accounts, Wells Fargo became concerned that Wendy Williams was being exploited, subject to undue influence, or experiencing dementia. In May 2023, Wendy Williams was evaluated and finally diagnosed with frontotemporal lobe dementia and progressive aphasia. These conditions are progressive and incapacitating. There are currently no known treatment that would cure the progression of these conditions, although a calm, orderly environment and regular routine potentially may be effective in slowing the patient's decline. In the 2 years since the guardianship commenced, Wendy Williams' medical conditions have continued to progress, and her ability to care for herself and look after her business affairs has continued to deteriorate. Wendy Williams now requires professional care to ensure that her daily needs are met, to ensure her safety, well-being, and comfort, and to preserve her dignity. Again, we have a lot of redactions, so we don't really know what that says. And I feel like this case just gets sadder and sadder. When the guardianship orders were issued, Wendy Williams' medical diagnosis had not yet been determined. The guardianship remains in place, and all proceedings and filings with the guardianship proceeding remain under seal. Although the guardianship proceeding remains fully sealed, it has become public knowledge that Wells Fargo initiated a guardianship proceeding concerning Wendy Williams and that the guardian was appointed. I need to look into this a little bit more because I heard about this case when it was first happening, but I'm a little confused on how the bank can issue, because I mean, they're holding her money. They don't want it to deplenish because they're the one holding on to it. They can loan it out while it's with her. But it still seems odd that a bank is filing for a guardianship over a celebrity. But I mean, I guess it's a thing. Wendy Williams' medical diagnosis of frontotemporal lobe dementia and progressive aphasia have not been disclosed publicly and remain confidential, although her condition and mental state remain the subject of significant media speculation, in part fueled by the release of the trailer. Public disclosure of her diagnosis or related confidential medical information would require the prior approval and supervision of the judge overseeing the guardianship proceeding, which it sounds like it was approved because we're reading about it now here. The contract. This is a contract that she entered in order to do the documentary. The contract pursuant to which the trailer and documentary were purportedly filmed is titled Untitled Wendy Williams Project on Camera Talent Agreement and dated November 30, 2022. The contract with amendments and addendum is annexed here too as Exhibit A. Do we have a copy of that? I don't think we do. The parties in the contract are Entertainment One and the Wendy Williams Experience Incorporated. The Wendy Experience Incorporated is a New York corporation formed in June 2022. So after she was already entered into the conservatorship and headquartered in New York, the registered address of Wendy Williams Experience is the Baldando Group PC, a law firm based in New York. It is presently unclear who purported to authorize the creation of the Wendy Experience Incorporated or the retention of the Baldando Group PC. Although the Wendy Experience Inc. was formed after the appointment of the Guardian did not authorize and was not involved in the creation and did not learn of the contract until many months later. Similarly, the Baldado Group PC is not among the law firms that have been appointed or approved by the court in the guardianship proceeding, and the Guardian has not authorized the retention of the law firm. So this is just getting worse. You started a whole corporation in her name after she was put into a guardianship? What? Come on now. The contract appears to have been signed on January 25th, 2023 by the CEO of the Wendy Experience Inc. The name and the signature is not clearly legible. However, it is highly distinguishable from Wendy Williams' signature. So someone signing contracts on her behalf. The contract provides inter alia that the Wendy Experience Inc. will lend Wendy Williams for filming of the nonfiction project. The contract further provides that the Entertainment One will produce a nonfiction project for A&E Networks and provide Wendy Williams with no ability to exercise any control whatsoever over the final project. The contract further included an addendum in which Wendy Williams purportedly waives all physician-patient privilege in connection with the filming of the project. No. The addendum bears an illegible signature of the CEO of the Wendy Experience Incorporated, as well as Wendy Williams' signature dated February 17, 2023. The contract also includes a side letter concerning hair and makeup service purportedly signed by Wendy Williams on February 17, 2023. Finally, the contract includes an addendum dated March 1 with signature lines for Wendy Williams and Entertainment One. It is unclear whether the amendment was executed as the Guardian was only provided with the unsigned copy. At all relevant times, Wendy Williams lacks the capacity to enter into a contract or any similar agreement. So this is after she's already in the guardianship. They're executing these contracts for her to be a part of this documentary that she's not capable of actually consenting to, which is insane. That is insane. At all relevant times, Wendy Williams, due to her medical condition, is unable to carry out the demands of filming, participating in, or promoting the project as purportedly required by the contract. Neither the Guardian nor the court have approved the terms of the contract. Given Wendy Williams' medical condition, no reasonable person would consider it in Wendy Williams' best interest to agree to the terms of the contract, in particular the terms of the contract which purport to rest Wendy Williams of any control over the final project are unacceptable, which is like, why would I do a documentary about myself and I don't have a say in what the final cut of the project is? This seems a bit fishy. This seems fishy, not a bit fishy, but fishy. The trailer and documentary. On February 2nd, 2024, A&E released the trailer for the documentary entitled Where is Wendy? And announced that the documentary will be aired on Lifetime Networks in 2 segments on February 24th and 25th. The trailer depicts Wendy Williams in a humiliating and degrading manner. On February 2nd, I'm like, am I tripping? It says February 2, 2024, Los Angeles time. Okay. Times article reporting on the trailer says when Williams is shown inebriated, struggling to stand, tearful, and seemingly suffering from memory loss, all while insisting to friends and family she is of sound mind. That's sad. I don't even have to see it to see that it would be sad to see that. It is apparent from the trailer that the documentary contains further embarrassing, unflattering footage filmed privately while Wendy Williams was patently and obviously disabled. Wendy Williams' guardian had previously made clear that no such release would be authorized without approval in any finished product by the guardian and the court. Additionally, it was abundantly clear to all parties involved that at all relevant times, Wendy Williams is the subject of a guardian proceeding, and that approval of the guardian and the court is required for any contractual or commercial dealings involving Wendy Williams, including the documentary at issue. Although the guardianship proceeding is sealed, the fact that Wendy Williams is subject to a guardianship had become public knowledge and has received widespread media coverage. When Selby informed the Guardian that defendant wished to attend and film Wendy Williams' medical appointments, the Guardian informed Selby that attending or filming of Wendy Williams' medical appointments by outsiders was absolutely inappropriate and not permitted. The months that followed, Selby repeatedly asked whether Wendy Williams could participate in additional filming, stating that A&E Networks wanted to film additional episodes. The Guardian made clear that Wendy Williams' medical conditions precluded any further filming or interviews. I'm a little bit confused about the Guardian. Is the Guardian the one filing? I know she had a different Guardian before, but is she the same one filing? Because it's saying that the Guardian didn't know about it, but then it sounds like the Guardian did know about it. And maybe they learned about it after, so they started participating. I'm a little bit confused on that. Or are they talking about the Guardian before her was having all of these conversations? I'm assuming it's the actual Guardian filing this, but again, I'm still a bit confused on this. Let me know if y'all have a different understanding of that. In the months that followed, Selby repeatedly asked for, I think I already got that one. On February 2nd, 2024, the trailer was released without prior knowledge or consent of Wendy Williams' guardian. The Guardian never saw the trailer before it was released publicly, and the Guardian has not viewed the documentary, which A&E Network plans to release on February 24, 2020, and 24 and 25. 25th, sorry. Promotional materials for the documentary list Wendy Williams as executive producer of the documentary and William Selby and Kevin Hunter Jr., Wendy Williams' son, as producers. Prior to the release of the trailer, the Guardian had made clear to Selby that the Guardian's authorization was required before any film project involving Wendy Williams could be released. Instead, to the Guardian's complete shock and surprise, the trailer was released and the documentary release date was announced on February 2nd, 2024, without the Guardian or viewing or approving the product. Selby asserted that he too was unaware that the trailer would be released on February 2nd. I don't know. I feel like the son has a little bit more information than he's letting on. Selby made representations to the Guardian that the planned project would be a positive tribute to Wendy Williams and her legacy. However, the trailer makes clear that the documentary is anything but positive. Instead, it cruelly portrays Wendy Williams as deeply confused and erratic, all while she is patently disabled due to her medical conditions. Wendy Williams was not and is not capable of giving her consent to her portrayal in the demeaning documentary, and the Guardian has not authorized and would not authorize the release of the documentary. Absent immediate injunctive relief preventing the release of the documentary on February 24 and 25, 2024, Wendy Williams will suffer irreparable injury, loss, and damage due to the embarrassing, harmful, degrading, and untruthful nature of the documentary and its use of footage of Wendy Williams while patently disabled and incompetent. Wendy Williams will suffer irreparable harm if her reputation, legacy, and her remaining future earning potential. Wendy Williams will also suffer irreparable harm in the form of damaging, intrusive, and unwarranted publicity, which will only impact her negatively and jeopardize her privacy, health, and safety. Okay, then it goes on to the causes of action. They're basically asking for a declaratory judgment, basically asking the court to rule that the video or the documentary should not be released. In May 2023, Wendy Williams was finally diagnosed with I can't talk right now. With frontotemporal lobe dementia and progressive aphasia, these conditions are progressive and incurable. They want the court to find that. Given Wendy Williams' diagnosis and the symptoms that led to her guardianship proceedings and the diagnosis, it was apparent that Wendy Williams has been, at all relevant times, in no condition to consent to the contract. The contract purports to bind Wendy Williams to an agreement regarding a nonfiction film project concerning her life and to be produced by Defendant Entertainment One and Defendant A&E Networks. The contract is dated November 2022 and purportedly executed on January 25, 2023, with amendments signed on February 17, 2023, and prepared in March 23. When the contract was purportedly executed, nearly a year had passed since a guardian had been appointed to Wendy Williams' personal needs and financial affairs, making it clear that Wendy Williams was in no condition to enter the contract. At all relevant times, Wendy Williams was and remains incapacitated and incapable of consenting to the terms of the contract. And this list is what they are asking the court to find. So it's not really having facts in there. They're just asking the court to agree with them with these statements. Neither the guardian nor the court in the guardianship proceeding approved the contract or its terms. The contract, which provides that Wendy Williams shall have no control over how she is portrayed in defendant's finished film project, is not in Wendy Williams' best interest, as she has demonstrated by as has been demonstrated by defendant's release of the trailer, which shows Wendy Williams in an incapacitated state and seeks to humiliate and make a spectacle of her for entertainment value. Pursuant to the article of mental hygiene law, if the court determines that a person is incapacitated and appoints a guardian, the court may modify, amend, or revoke any contract, conveyance, or disposition during lifetime or to take effect upon death made by the incapacitated person prior to the appointment of the guardian, if the court finds that the previously executed contract, conveyance, or disposition during lifetime or to take effect upon death was made while the person was incapacitated. So they're claiming that this documentary was made while she was incapacitated, so the court has the authority to basically cancel it and, rule that it can't be shared anymore. As a result of defendant's release of the trailer on February 2nd, 2024, and defendant's threatened release of the documentary on February 24th and 25th of 2024, there exists an actual and justiciable controversy. Because Wendy Williams was at all relevant times incapable of consenting to the terms of the contract, and because neither the guardian nor the court in the guardianship proceeding approved the contract should be declared null, void, and have no effect. Second cause of action, permanent injunctive relief, basically asking that this movie not be put out. Okay. Plaintiff repeats and realleges the foregoing paragraphs. Due to her medical conditions, at all relevant times, Wendy Williams has been incapable of consenting to the terms of the contract. And again, y'all, this is the guardian asking the court just to agree with them with these statements. Neither the guardian nor the court overseeing the guardianship proceedings approved the contract terms or the commercial use of the footage of Wendy Williams filmed during the pendency of the guardianship. The contract, which was created long after Wendy Williams had been assigned a guardian for her personal need and financial affairs, and which provides that Wendy Williams shall have no control over the defendant's finished project, was not in Wendy Williams' best interest. On February 2nd, 2024, defendants caused the trailer to be released without prior knowledge or consent of the guardianship or the court, and announced that it will air on the 24th and 25th. The trailer for the documentary, which relies on footage filmed of Wendy Williams while she was in no condition to provide consent, depicts Wendy Williams in a negative and demeaning and untruthful manner and has generated significant negative publicity and media interest in Wendy Williams. The release of the documentary would unjustly and severely harm Wendy Williams' hard-won reputation, ruin her legacy, and eviscerate her remaining future earning potential by inaccurately portraying her as a drunkard and by cruelly making her an object of ridicule and scorn. The release of the documentary will be subjected to Wendy Williams to an onslaught of negative and unwarranted media attention, further damaging her fragile health. Wendy Williams' health has already been negatively affected by the impact of the release of the trailer. The impact of the release of the documentary and the resulting public would likely be extremely detrimental to Wendy Williams' health. Additionally, to the extent that the documentary would disclose Wendy Williams' medical diagnosis or related information concerning her condition and medical care, the information remains private and highly confidential and cannot be disclosed publicly without prior approval of the judge overseeing the guardianship proceeding. No remedy at law and no amount of money damages would adequately compensate the substantial and irreparable harm that will be caused by Wendy Williams if defendant documentary is released. The remedy of an injunction is warranted upon consideration of the balance of the hardships between Wendy Williams and the defendants. Injunctive relief sought would not harm the public interest. There is no legitimate public interest in satisfying the prurient interest of television viewers or in humiliating and ridiculing a woman whose life has been tragically altered by serious medical conditions. Let's see, I accidentally clicked something weird. Rather, it is the public interest to safeguard and protect vulnerable individuals, including Wendy Williams, from exploitation. Accordingly, plaintiff is entitled to an injunction permanently and pending this court's determination, preliminarily enjoining defendants from releasing the documentary or any associated footage. Plaintiff is further entitled to an ex parte injunction temporarily restraining defendants from releasing the documentary and any associated footage while plaintiff's request for preliminary and permanent injunctive release is pending with the court. Ex parte relief is warranted here given the significant prejudice that would result to Wendy Williams if defendant learned of the action and if the existence of the action and the underlying facts are placed onto the public docket. There already is a tremendous amount of media attention surrounding the trailer, and the media would certainly cover the Guardian's efforts to stop the release of the documentary or any additional footage, as well as the effort of defendants to oppose such efforts. The media is likely to seek out Wendy Williams, attempt to photograph her, and elicit reactions and statements from her, further jeopardizing her condition. The defendants also are likely to attempt to release the documentary and or additional before the court can issue injunctive relief or on notice, mooting the Guardian's efforts to protect Wendy Williams. Defendants have already released the trailer without prior knowledge or authorization of the Guardian or the court and absent jurisdiction. It is likely that they will rush to release the full documentary or any additional portions of the order to profit off of the perceived entertainment value of Wendy Williams' condition. There is a prayer for relief, basically asking that they are not allowed to release the document and to find the things that they requested up above. That was a lot. I did not expect that to be that heavy. So thank you for bearing with me. I could barely read through it. I was stumbling on my words because I was just like, this is out of control. It's crazy that they would record this lady when she's in a guardianship without getting permission. So they tried to stop it. The court initially approved the ex parte release, preliminary injunction from releasing the documentary, but then they released it and allowed them to go ahead and basically show the documentary. There's no injunction. They're able to have the documentary out. Seems like the court didn't think that it will irreparably harm her career. And a lot of times irreparable harm is hard to overcome because the court feels like, well, if it harms her reputation, we can just order the defendants to pay her money for doing this. And so that looks like that happened here. So let's go ahead and jump into the chat. Sad. This is sad. right, y'all. And we have surpassed our like goal. Okay, we surpassed our like goal. We are at 59 likes with the 50 people watching live. But if you have not hit the like button, please do. Our like goal for the stream was 50 likes, and we did pass that up. So shout out to the BriHive Chat for hitting our like goal and surpassing it all in the live stream. Gotta come up with a like goal for the replay crew. And I don't know if I should do that at the beginning of the streams or at the end of the stream. I feel like it will make more sense at the end of the stream because we will know where we're at the end of the stream to give the replay crew the like goal at the end of the stream. And then maybe we can pin a comment and let them know what the like goal is. That makes sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the comments. If you have commentary that you would like me to read that's related to this case, make sure you go ahead and leave a chat in the chat box. We got quite a few to get through, but that's okay. We're going to have a good time and see what the chat is thinking about the case. Okay, Mary Malarkey, and I think this is still, oh no, we're talking about both cases, right? Swindlers to the left and swindlers to the right. Swindlers on both cases taking advantage, right? Just Me MD says, I feel like the Wendy Williams documentary really took advantage of her and her situation, especially with her condition and mental health. I haven't even seen the documentary, and I agree. Just the way that it's explained here, she didn't have the capacity to consent to these things. And the way that they're describing the way she was portrayed, I would not be surprised if it is accurate. I can't confirm that it's accurate because I haven't seen it, but still, I wouldn't be surprised if it's accurate, right? Sorry, I'm trying to close all the pictures of that creepy man that's on my desktop. Tanya D says her condition is progressed by her drinking. So do you think that she actually drinks now still too? And maybe that's why they said she was intoxicated. That would be interesting. Chantel says, what does IIRC mean? I can't think of what that means. Wendy has alcohol-induced related dementia. That makes sense. Kimmy helping me out. If I remember correctly. I think that is a thing. Thank you, Kimmy, for letting me know if I remember correctly. I don't know to confirm or deny. Just Me MD says, so is Kevin Hunter ex-hubby owed royalties from the doc because some of it brought in the Wendy Williams show? I don't know. I don't know what he's entitled to as far as using clips from the Wendy Williams show. Cheryl Reed says, I never saw it. It was just released, so it's not surprising if you haven't seen it. Whitney R says, dementia is a symptom, not a cause. Many things can cause dementia. Used to work as a CNA in a lockdown dementia unit, stroke, traumatic brain injury, Alzheimer's, long-term alcohol or drug use, lots of stuff. And I just always thought it was for people that was older, but I guess, like you said, it can be caused by many things. Tanya D says, Chronicle Speaks has been following Wendy's situation long before the doc came out. I might have to check that out to catch up on everything. Mary Malarkey says, I've been following Where's Kate for weeks now. What a story over there. Now that story is new, it's recent. I don't know. I think she's missing, but I also believe in a lot of conspiracy theories. I don't know why my lights are showing me so orange today, but welcome to the orange BriHive, I guess. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, the Kate Middleton disappearance is crazy. If you haven't watched it, it's all over TikTok. Chantel says the trailer alone seemed exploitative. So I didn't watch it and I'm really nosy. That's good to have that kind of self-control though. Cheryl Reed says everyone involved should be ashamed to participate. It's heartbreaking. I was thinking that, like, as I was reading, y'all, so many different thoughts are going through my head. That's why I was like messing up a lot, which happens a lot on this channel, but it is what it is. You guys still hang out with me as I stutter through lawsuits. But no, what was I saying? I forget what I'm talking about. What did you say? Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking while I was reading it. I was like, I can't imagine being production on this. And I can only imagine how much mess they were probably talking about her, judging her while they were filming this documentary. And I just feel so bad for her. And I don't know. This is bad. Just Me MD says to know Wendy then and see her over the years, especially within the last 4 years, extremely sad. And I honestly did not really watch her show. The age and demographic that she was covering wasn't really my interest, but I didn't know a lot about her and I did see a lot of clips from her show. I didn't like sit down and watch her show though. But yeah, it's an extreme change of what happened over the last couple of years. Tanya D says, agree with Just Me MD. Regardless of her history of calling people out, nobody should be treated like that. And I almost wonder if they think it's okay to treat her like that because of all the roasting that she did. And I don't think it's appropriate. Gabrielle George says early onset dementia in cases under 65 can occur in 30s or 40s. That's insane. I did not know that. Cheryl Reed says, why are they worried about her image? Her health is the only priority. Right. And I don't think dementia is reversible. So it's not like she's gonna really know what's going on if my understanding of dementia is correct. And it's not like she's gonna recover and need to be on a talk show again. Not to, be insensitive, but it's kind of like, okay, yeah, her reputation, but the people that remember her as doing well, not watching this documentary, like I forgot who said it, but it felt exploitative. So I think it was Chantel that said didn't watch it because that's what it felt like. So people that know her and watched her and adored her will hopefully have the same view of her, knowing that she was basically taken advantage of in the documentary. Kimmy Walker says to Cheryl Reed, health is the main priority, but I'd imagine there is an overlap given what a public figure she was and the legacy she built. I just hope they don't expose her to the actual what was put out. Just Me MD says, okay, so that makes sense. They approved of the project. As side note, her sister is stated to be her guardian and was in the doc. I think that might have been her previous guardian, but she has this new attorney one now. Chantel says, how many guardians does Wendy have? I don't know how many she has right now, but I think someone said that they got rid of all of her family guardians. Cheryl Reed says, where is her family? Doesn't she have a son? Her son literally alleged to be a producer on the show, both of them. And he is the one that kept asking to do more filming. So that was interesting to read. Tanya D says her new guardian and judge are being looked at due to their history of mistreating clients and taking payments by attorney. That is really bad. That's really bad. I did not know that. Just Me MD said her family is part of the doc. I agree the doc clearly exploited her. There were so many cases where no one in their right mind would approve of that foolishness. I feel like I need to watch it to know what you guys are talking about, but I also don't want to give them the viewership to say, like, no, people want to watch this. Wendy R says, when I was in patient care, a patient's well-being and dignity was always one of the number one priorities above everything else. To have someone who can't consent being exploited is gross. I agree with that. Just Me MD says to Tanya D, I thought of that also, that karma came calling because of the way she treated people when she was being Wendy. And I'm wondering if that's why they think it's okay, which I don't agree it's okay. Being roasted is a lot different than being, portrayed in a vulnerable state for everyone to think that you have all of these issues. That may not be the case. Wendy R says, I don't believe in that kind of retribution, though. Yeah, she wasn't always the most ethical person, but that doesn't mean it's okay to do it back. I agree with that. Just Me MD says they filmed parts even when she wanted a break. Let me see. Even when she wanted a break and told them to go away, they even filmed her side conversations. And they do that a lot on like reality TV and documentaries and things like that. You think you're having a private conversation, but no, they're still literally recording you. That's bad. Danette Shipley says it was terribly sad. I know. I'm like afraid to watch it. Just Tanya D says, yeah, her husband having a baby with a side chick, then losing her mom was just too much for her. And she went back to her addictive behavior. She already has health issues, so it just snowballed. And that's sad. And that's taking advantage for sure. Just Me MD says the isolation of COVID didn't help. That's when I really started to question her mental health. And I feel like a lot of people did too. Tiny D says her so-called assistant Sean was trash along with Will, the jeweler slash manager. He wasn't qualified to help her. Cheryl Reed says, how you doing? Yeah. Tanya D says to Cheryl Reed, I noticed that she never said that once in the doc, even when people said it to her, because she probably doesn't even remember. Just Me MD says, wow, to Tanya D, she sure didn't say that at all. She was sad just about most of the doc. And I don't understand how they could go through recording that. Cheryl Reed says, well, it's public now. That's what I said. It's public now. We're reading it. It's in the court doc. Other people are going to read it. It sounds like it's in the actual documentary. So, yeah. Cheryl Reed says, this is really messy and ugly. I agree. Just Me MD says, right to Cheryl Reed. It is. Just Me MD says, out now. So there is no taking back. People can't unsee the doc. Exactly. Just Me said she has since moved to Florida closer to her family. Hopefully she's having a better time there, and hopefully they are not exposing her to the release of this documentary. Just Me MD says it is clear in the doc that she was rarely in her right mind. The true Wendy was about the Wendy image. She would never approve of this. Yeah. From what it sounds like, I haven't seen it, but from what it sounds like, it doesn't sound like anyone would approve of that. Tiny D says, side note, I show 55 likes. Yeah, we passed that. I think we're at like 59 or something like that. We are at 68. Shout out to the BriHive. Okay. Okay, I was pressing the wrong button. Shout out to the BriHive. We are at 55 likes. What? Okay. We're at 68 now. Christopher Nair says, wait, her son was one of the producers. That's what it said. Both of her sons were listed as producers. Mary Malarkey says, so sad to hear all of it. I agree with that. Tanya D says, one thing for sure is that Wendy lives her short shorts on Daisy Dukes, as they were called back in the day. She liked the short shorts. Tanya D or Mary Malaki says, and Daisy Dukes, that took me back. Yeah. Just Me MD says, with her being a producer on it, I expected something totally different than what was shown. Yeah. It sounds like they took advantage, and her sons didn't even help her. Cheryl Reed says, I'm shocked that any of her family would be involved knowingly. That makes it even sadder. Yeah, I see the correction. It does. And especially like her son asking to take her to more filming and the guardian having to tell him no. Tiny D says, me too, to Just Me MD. They were all wrong. At least it shed light that something isn't right with her and her guardianship. Yeah, that's true. Called some attention to that. Cheryl Reed says, if Lifetime had a heart, they would just scrap it at this point. I feel like they spent too much money on it already. Just Me MD says to Cheryl Reed, them scrapping it at this point would do nothing because it has been out so long, the damage is done. People have already watched it, right? Mary Malarkey says, how Brie can even get through all of this? It's a lot. Yeah, I don't know how I got through it. I stumbled through it, but we made it here. We made it here for sure. Just Me MD says, I only recall seeing the preview one time and thought it was a reality TV behavior acting. There is no way they showed her this whole doc before they released it. No, they didn't show it to her. Eyeglass Train of Mind says, oh, this poor woman. Yeah, I agree. Christopher Nair says that I think I said that right. Christopher, I messed it up. I says, really sad. Why did the court allow it? I don't know why they allowed it, because it looks like they originally accepted, the injunction, but maybe they reviewed it and said, okay, well, yes, it's not the best, but people are anticipating it, and they can always it's Lifetime. They can compensate them monetarily if for whatever reason her reputation is ruined, which is sad. Danette Shipley says, after seeing her condition, there is no way she knew what was going on. I don't think so. Tiny D says it seems to be providing more sympathy for her. People see that she's being taken advantage of, which is right, good. They are trying to ruin her, but people are actually, feeling for her. Just Me MD says, I'm definitely not a supporter of this film. Yeah, and that sucks. It's like, because you want to watch it, but then you're giving them viewership. So I agree with you there. I want to see what they're talking about, but I also don't want to support the film, you know? Danette Shipley says she was somehow getting alcohol drinking heavy during the documentary, you think? Zoe B says, new to your channel, joined late, catching up on 1.75 speed, enjoying your energy and content. Thank you very much and welcome to the live stream. Hopefully you make it to the end. Just Jazzy G, member of the channel, saying, I only seen a few clicks and it was so sad, or a few clips and it was so sad. I can only imagine. I'm afraid to watch it. Cheryl Reed says, there is no cure for dementia. It doesn't get better, only worse. That's my understanding of it too. Eyeglass Train of Mind says, from All's Research and Therapy Journal cited on Wikipedia for AIC following abstinence I cannot read right now. Following abstinence, many deficits often resolve rapidly in as little as a week, but depends on multiple factors. Christopher Nurse says, or Kristen, well, I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it wrong now. Kristen Nofer says, the fact that the son was involved with the documentary is wild to me. I just can't imagine why you would allow people to film your own mom while she was clearly struggling and vulnerable. And, you know, we say things like that, but at the end of the day, he's getting paid anyways. Tiny D is saying he only has one son, or she only has one son. Why did I read multiple sons? They listed, let's see. Where's my downloads? I could have read it wrong. I don't even remember what page it was on now. Let me see where it was. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Kevin Hunter is the son. Kevin Hunter Jr. is the son, and they were producers. So I was wrong. Selby, I said, was the one asking for more filming, and that one's not the son. So I misspoke on that one. But yeah, it does list her one son is Kevin Hunter Jr. So she had the same husband for that long, and he did her like that. Okay. Let's see here. Where was I at? Thank you, Tanya, for clearing that up. A member of the jury says, sounds like her family was trying to keep cashing in on her. That's really sad. That's what I feel like. They're getting paid. Patty Pinkstaff says, I agree, Bree. I don't think I want to give them viewership. Just so sad and exploiting. Yeah. And it's like, I want to know what they're talking about, but at the same time, it's like, is it worth giving them that satisfaction? Just Me MD says her sister really did not have an understanding of the duties of a guardianship. And a lot of people don't. They just take on this guardianship. And a lot of times people in guardianships and conservatorships, because they're called different things in different states, they get taken advantage of. Just Me MD says she was overwhelmed and clearly did not know what she was doing. I can agree with that. Kimmy Locker says, I wonder how the documentary was pitched/presented to the family versus how it actually turned out. Maybe they thought it would be similar to Britney Spears' doc that brought attention to wrongs. I don't know. You would hope so, but for them to then flip the script is wild. Just Me MD says, I believe even she did not realize when approached with the project that it would turn out the way it did. And it's almost like Lifetime took advantage. Like, oh my gosh, she's deteriorating. Let us be the first one to get the scoop on this documentary with her. And that's what it feels like. It feels icky. It feels icky for sure. Tanya D says to Just Me MD, she thought she was going to be big with a podcast. The sister? Just Me MD says, no, she only has one child, Kevin Jr. Yeah. They put William Selby and Kevin Jr. in one sentence and then put parentheses Wendy's son, but I read it as plural son. So that was my fault. My fault. You probably read about, no, I have not read about miscarriages. That it was just the way that the document was written. I thought both people were her sons, but it wasn't. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do the transcript, Kimmy. I feel like this is enough sadness as we are at this point. Okay, y'all. So we are done with the major things of not the facts. Okay. We are done with the major things of the live stream. So let's go ahead and bring Bossy in. Okay. So that case was tough. It was really tough to get through. I'm happy that they're bringing a guardianship, but Tanya bringing attention to the fact that I forgot where I was going. I completely forgot where I was going with that. Anyways, I don't even know what to say after that. I really don't know what to say after that. The case was tough. I'm hoping that the guardianship, Tanya D bringing attention that the guardian and the judge may be a little dirty and doing things incorrectly in the guardianship. We don't know if they actually approved it without this particular guardian knowing it, or if she didn't know about it and she's saying she didn't know about it, or what's going on here. Which I said, the guardian sounded like she knew about it, but then maybe only slightly agreed to it and not fully agreed to it. I don't know. That part was a little bit confusing for me. But I'm glad that if the guardian is doing something wrong and if the judge is doing something wrong, that attention is being brought to that. But I'm also happy that the guardianship brought this case to basically try to damage control and hopefully get rid of the documentary and make them have to scrap it, as some of you have said. So I hope that it just, I don't even know what to say at this point, y'all. I don't even know what to say. Kimmy is looking for a Am I the A-hole so that we can end on a positive note this lovely Tuesday evening. If anything else comes out in this case, I will try to keep up with it. Clarkson case, that one should be over pretty quick since the commissioner already kind of made a decision on that. So I don't know what y'all think there. Let's see here. Just Me MD says Kevin Sr. was side chicken it for years, and she knew he broke the biggest rule she had of not having an outside kid. And she stood on business on that one. It was a deal breaker. That is not good that she was okay with the original cheating, but good that she actually got rid of him at the end of the day. Just Me MD says, end on a happy note. Please, Kimmy is looking for Am I the A-hole so that we can try to end on a happy note here. Tanya D says to Kimmy Locker, I believe that's what her son said. He feels like they gave her guardian and left her to do whatever she wanted instead of being with family who wants the best for her. And it sounds like the family guardian also was not doing the best for her either, which these cases are tricky, right? Just Me MD says no raisins in potato salad. Yeah. No raisins in potato salad. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I've never seen someone make potato salad with raisins in it, but I'm not gonna lie, they say certain people do that, and I don't think I've ever had a certain people's potato salad other than like store-bought potato salad. So I have never tasted raisins and potato salads, and maybe it's not that bad, y'all. Maybe it's not that bad. Tiny says, I sent Kimmy a video for you to watch on the Judge and the Guardian. Okay, that sounds good. I'll check that out after the live stream. Upside Down saying hey to Mary Malarkey. Hello and welcome in, Upside Down. We are waiting on our Am I the A-hole? So this week on the live stream, don't know exactly what we are going to be covering, but if you are not a member of the channel and you would like to be a member of the channel, be sure to join, because this weekend it looks like it's going to be on Saturday. I'm sorry I didn't put the time on there. I'll pin a comment. It'll be 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to be doing our members a live stream where the members get to come on stage with us. The caveat to that is that you actually have to be a member. Support the channel. It's $5 per month. You get cool emojis, cool badges next to your name, and you get to come on the live stream and spill the tea, give your opinion, all in the BriHive on the things that we are going to be talking about. So if you would like to join the next members live stream, it is coming up this week. I believe it's going to be on Saturday. We will have a final day on Thursday. So if you are in the members already, make sure you vote on what day you would like to see the members live stream so that we can finalize the date by Thursday. So there is that. I think we have some things in the back. Let's see, we got some different options. Kimmy gave us, am I the a-hole? And y'all can vote on it. Am I the a-hole for saying my sister-in-law is a doctor on the plane during an emergency, even though she was asleep? Interesting. Am I the a-hole for saying I don't realize being an introvert also makes me a rude B-word? And then am I the a-hole for telling my parents and my pregnant sister that I will not baby proof my area of the house and saying that I will be locking them out instead? I don't know. Which one should we cover? I think the doctor on the plane sounds like a good one. I think that's a good one. I think I already got that one. And then Cheryl Reed says, there's nothing tricky about taking care of family you love and protect them, period. Yeah, well, I'm saying that the guardianship cases are tricky because you have people in your family that are maybe appointed to be in the guardian, and they're not really up to standard to be the guardian. They don't really know what they're doing and they want the money, right? They want to have access to this person's money, which is sad, right? Tiny D says we are at 75 likes. Shout out to the BriHive. Yeah, shout out to BriHive Live. I guess we could have made the like go higher because y'all smashed the like button this live stream. Definitely appreciate that. Let's see here. We got a couple. Mary Malaki says 75. Yes, we are at 75. If you haven't hit the like button, we do have 50 people watching live. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do. You made it this far into the live stream. There's no reason why not to hit the like button, right? Let's see here. Krista Nofer says, sorry, can't stay for the Am I the A-hole? It's getting late and I gotta head to bed. It was good to see you, Bri. Take care, everyone. Hope to join in the next live. If not, see you on the replay. Sounds good. Thank you for joining in live. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the Am I the A-hole one, and I feel you on that. We're tired out here, so let's go ahead and do the Am I the A-hole? See if y'all think that this person is an a-hole for telling people that the sister-in-law is a doctor. So let me get my life back together because I do not have it together. Let's share our screen, right? Stop sharing screen, then share a new screen. And then we're going to do Am I the A-hole? Here we are. Boom, here we are. Why am I so tiny? Whatever. Oh, I know what's going on. Let me get myself over here. And then I will get this one bigger. Okay, that didn't really help, but here we are. Let's see if I can get the words bigger. Okay. Here we go. Am I the a-hole? Uh-oh. What did I just do? Okay. Am I the a-hole for saying my sister-in-law is a doctor on the plane during an emergency, even though she was asleep? Go ahead and vote in the chat if you think that they're the a-hole. If Kimmy, if you have time to do a poll, if you can put one up there. My sister, Allison, 33 female, her wife, Elizabeth, 35 female, and their two kids, Claude and Ava, both 5, were going on a family vacation together. They were kind enough to invite me, 28 male, as well, since I am going through a breakup. We were on an 8-hour plane ride. We were on an 8-hour plane en route to our destination. Okay, 8-hour plane ride, I guess. I was just relaxing in my seat when 2 hours into the flight attendant asked if there were any doctors on board since there was an emergency. No one said they were. Now, Elizabeth is a brilliant general surgeon, so without really thinking about it, I said there was a doctor. When I turned to tell her, I noticed Elizabeth and Allison were already comfortably asleep and holding hands. I woke them up and said they were looking for a doctor because there was an emergency. Elizabeth gave me a very nasty look and went to the back with the flight attendant. Allison looked a bit upset as well. When she came back, she had the most angry, pissed off face I had ever seen on her, which is rare because usually she's a very sweet person. She avoided me the entire time. When I asked her what was wrong, she said she was tired as hell and when she boarded the plane and just wanted to spend time with her family without carrying out work with herself. I defended myself, saying when the attendant asked and no one else was available, I told them about her. She said I should have just kept quiet and let her get her much needed sleep. I said there was an emergency and her help was needed and appreciated, and not helping would be wrong. She just laughed and avoided me. Even after we got to our destination, she only hung out with Allison and their kids, simply avoiding me. I want to ask if what I did was really wrong. Am I the a-hole? Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think? Do you think this person is the a-hole for waking up their sister to tell them that there's an emergency on a flight and they're looking for a doctor and she's a doctor? I get it. Sleep is important, and she's not necessarily required to help if she's sleeping, right? But does that make the person the a-hole? It doesn't look like Kimmy put up a chat, so y'all let me know in the chat. A poll. So let me know in the chat if y'all think they're the a-hole. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. Thank you, Kimmy. I was like, oh, I don't see it. Shout out to Kimmy for getting the poll up. Go ahead and vote. Let us know if you think he is an a-hole. He basically woke his sister up to tell her that people needed help. There are actually 1,000 people on this post as we speak. So I don't know if this is a new one or a popular one, but we're approaching 1,100 people on this post. That's crazy. Reading it and letting people know if they are the a-hole. So let's see. We got Jazzy G saying not the a-hole. Tanya D saying the sister is the a-hole. Ashley D saying, oh, heck no, the sis-in-law was the a-hole, although I do want to know what kind of emergency it was. I do too. If it was like a kid throwing up, I don't know, I would be pissed. Patty Pinkstaff says, definitely not the a-hole. The votes are coming in. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. We are at 11 votes with 48 people watching live. So if you want to vote and let us know whether you think that this person is the a-hole, please do. We have a couple of minutes. It says, am I the a-hole for saying my sister-in-law is a doctor? The options are yes, you should have kept quiet. No, the doctor is the a-hole. And nobody is the a-hole. Everybody is the a-hole. So right now, yes, you should have kept quiet. And no, the doctor is the a-hole are competing. So let me know what y'all think. My personal opinion is I don't think, that might sway the vote. I don't know. I don't think my opinion's that cool. But I don't think he's the a-hole. I guess sleep is important, but also depending on the emergency, helping out if you're available to is also important. Are they required to help out? No, but if you have the skill, why would you not then help out? And I feel the pain because as a lawyer, we're not allowed to solicit people in court, but sometimes people just need some help. And I always feel bad that I can't tell them, hey, I'm a lawyer, chat with me outside. Now I've seen some lawyers do that. They're not supposed to do that. But with doctors, I feel like doctors and nurses, I feel like it's a completely different realm where you are able to help people out. So I'm saying no, not the a-hole. We are at 13 votes. We have 85% saying no, not the a-hole, or no, the doctor is the a-hole. And we have 15% saying yes, you should have kept quiet. So majority of the chat that voted thinks that the doctor is an a-hole. Like I said, okay, be pissed. You were sleeping. He woke you up. You have 8 hours. You can go back to sleep, right? But to avoid him the entire trip as well, she must just not like him. She must really, really hate him. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and jump in the chat and see what people are saying. Tiger D says we are at 75 likes. Shout out to the BriHive. I think I already covered that one. Let's see. I think I covered that one too. I just didn't delete them yet. Okay, there we go. Upside Down says, and that is the state of your healthcare system. You're not the a-hole. Doctors not wanting to help out, right? Just Me MD says, how would she feel if her wife or kid had an emergency, then to find out there was a doctor on the plane and did nothing because they wanted to catch some Z's, huh? Tiny D says, I don't like being a social worker when I'm not working, but come on, lady. Yeah, it's like, no, okay, I'm already here. You already woke me up. Let me deal with it. I might curse you a little bit, but to be mad the entire trip is wild. Mary Malarkey says, oh, wait, the poll didn't say there was an emergency. Change my vote. Yeah, it was an emergency. So he said that he told them that she was a doctor and that someone needed help. Ashley D says, yeah, I kind of feel like it had to be a real emergency, not someone throwing up or having the sniffles or food poisoning. Right. It seems like it would be serious for the flight attendant to be asking for a doctor. If it was just something that needed a little Band-Aid for their boo-boo, I don't think they would have looked for a doctor, right? Mary Malarkey said, did her sister get angry with her? It was a guy that's posting, and it's a sister-in-law that got angry with him because she's the doctor. Upside Down says, what's the doctor's name? I don't want to ever make an appointment with her, right? Well, she's a surgeon. She's a surgeon. So you hope not to need an appointment with her, right? I don't know if people like to do surgeries, but I don't think anyone likes a surgery. Just Me MD says, better to find out it was a small emergency than later find out it was life or death. One life or death one was helpless. And if somebody dies on a plane and you are only 2 hours in, you either have to make an emergency landing or you got to fly all the way to your destination with a dead person. So, I mean, better safe than sorry, right? Jazzy G says, why can't lawyers help? We're not allowed to solicit, what do you call it? Clients. So if someone is just like in court struggling, you can't go like hand them a card and say, hey, I'm a lawyer. Do you want to talk outside? You can't do that. They have to come to you. Why? So that you don't take advantage of people. It's like against the ambulance chaser. Like if somebody gets in a car accident and there's just that scummy lawyer waiting for you to hand you his card and say, hey, I know your leg is falling off, but why don't you hire my firm? I don't remember all the facts behind it, but that's what I think of when I think of when I think of lawyers not soliciting clients. Ashley D says, I know in some places they're required and can lose their license. And in some, if they do, they can be sued because there isn't a Good Samaritan law. Exactly. So depending on where you are, you might be subjected to more liability than you are helping, right? If you do something wrong, you break a rib while you're doing CPR and there's no Good Samaritan law, you could be the one in trouble. Kimmy Locker says, I think it largely depends on what the emergency was. The first comment, you should apologize, gives me an interesting perspective, in my opinion. Okay. Kimmy Locker says, I also wonder whether the flight attendant specifically said there was an emergency or just asked if there was a doctor on board and sister-in-law assumed it was an emergency. That is a good point. Upside Down says the crew wouldn't have asked if it was an emergency. Kimmy Locker says, are you sure to Upside Down? I don't think that's necessarily true, but could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so no one's asking for my help. Ashley D says, Dr. Bailey would never. Right? Okay, saying exactly. Kimmy Locker says, okay, I think we already got that one. All right. So y'all, that is the end of the live stream. We are 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Like goal for the live stream was far surpassed. We are at 82 likes for the live stream. Shout out to the BriHive and exceeding the like goal by 32 likes? That's crazy. Shout out to the BriHive for that. Let's make a like goal for the replay crew of 150 likes. We'll do 150 likes. Not in addition to, but total 150 likes by Wednesday, 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so we give it a day and a couple of hours to see if we can hit 150 likes on the live stream by time Wednesday ends tomorrow. Okay, so there we have it. That is the end of the live stream. Thank you guys for joining me. I know the Wendy Williams case was a tough one to get through. Kelly Clarkson was a little bit more fun. I would love to see how that fully turns out for her. Hopefully she does get her money. Maybe he just won't get any child support payments for a couple of months. And he has to actually go and get a freaking job, because like you're not making that much money as a talent agency without any licenses. But who am I to judge Mr. Shock? And the Wendy Williams case, again, I would love to see how that one goes, if the court is going to basically reverse their decision in allowing the documentary to come out. I do still kind of want to watch it, but I don't think I am, just for the mere fact that it does sound like she was exploited quite a bit in the documentary. And I don't think I can give them that much of my attention, because when I watch things, I like zoom into them. Like I'm stuck on whatever I'm watching. So I don't want to give them that much attention, being that they did not seem to really have any permission to do this documentary. Shout out to y'all for voting in the Am I the A-hole situation. I don't think that the brother-in-law is an a-hole. She could have been faking sleeping. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something that you can get over, versus if it's an emergency. We don't know whether it was a full emergency or not, but if it was an emergency, you can catch up on your extra 2-3 hours of sleep. Sleeping on the plane is not even comfortable anyways, but either way it goes, I don't think that he was the a-hole for waking her up. Maybe in the moment, sure, but like to stay mad at that, I think that's a bit ridiculous. Anyways, I hope that everyone has a wonderful rest of their Tuesday and Wednesday, for those of you that are already over on Wednesday, and any other days for those of you that are already on different days other than Tuesday, March 19th. I will see y'all all on the next live stream. Remember, if you are a member and you would like to join the members live, or you're just interested in watching it and you're on the channel, make sure you go and vote for the members live stream. Currently, March 23rd, this Saturday, is winning. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where you can see all of your favorite members in the chat, favorite people in the chat, coming on live and giving their opinions. I'm still looking for topics, so I may do like a vote or a post asking what topics you guys would like to cover on our weekend live stream coming up this weekend. So again, I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you for exceeding the like goal, and I will see you all on not tomorrow, on the next live stream. Bye.